Well, hello there, friends. Super easy recipe today. Chicken with rice, arroz con pollo, pollo enrido. Call it whatever you want. Chicken with rice. Super easy to make, my friend. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to do it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Stay tuned, friends. We're going to do it right now together. Okay, friends. Well, it's an easy one, but a lot of mise en place. Mise en place. Put in place. Have everything chopped and diced in advance, friends. So, I write down in my, right below the recipe, you have my mise en place, what you have to chop and dice in advance. Very important, friends. Okay, so I got 2 pots, but you can really do it in 1 pot. I just do it in 2 of them because it's a little quicker. Okay, but you can certainly do it in 1 pot. Okay, so we're going to saute some onion in here, and right there we're going to saute the chicken. And the chicken, my friends. By the way, this is my. Did I take it? No, I didn't take it. This is my version of arroz con pollo. Arroz con pollo. Chicken with rice. Okay, you know how many recipes there is of arroz con pollo? Mamma mia. Take the chicken and marinate it in the adobo sauce and make it a sofrito, and then ay. At the end of the day, I've tested all of them. And at the end of the day, they all taste basically the same. It's how you go about it. You want to make it complicated, you want to make it easy. I want to make it easy for you guys, okay? Easy to make a recipe, then take 3 days to cook. No. We're going to make it easy here. All in 1 pot, you'll see. Very simple. Let's get going. We got the chicken we're going to do right here. We're going to sear it. We got the onion. We're going to saute right there. We're going to make sure it's hot, right? That's why I got my thermometer to make sure. I don't want my cold. I don't want to put the onion in cold oil. Otherwise, I got to wait forever, okay? I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to caramelize my onion. And then I'm going to saute my chicken. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the mise en place. Pretty simple. You see, this is not complicated. All it takes, my friends, is chicken with rice, 1 pot. You'll have your rice, you'll have your chicken, all of them, your vegetables, everything in 1 pot. All of the vegetables, all of the ingredient I'm putting in, you can put them if you like it. If you don't want to put them in, you can substitute with other vegetables. You don't have to follow exactly, It's not that big. It's not rocket science like I always say all the time. We're not sending a man on the moon. We're just making a little chicken dish, okay? So we got a little black pepper on that chicken. I like a little coarse black pepper, right? You can use a fine black pepper, right? So fine, we're going to saute. I'm using the dark meat because, when I braise the chicken, I like the dark meat. This guy cooking? Oh, no, it was on low. How about this guy? Oh, this guy's on high. And so I like the dark meat. I don't leave the skin on. When I braise it, I don't leave the skin on. What's the sense of leaving the skin? The skin is only good if you braise it, if you, if you grill it, if you roast it, then the skin is good. But in a braising environment like that, the skin wouldn't be good for nothing. So please, don't leave the skin, okay? Take it off. Or you can buy it already, but you leave the bone on. The bone is going to give us a little more flavor. But what's really important, my friends, what's really, really, really important is the fact that we are going to, the meat is not going to shrink as much when it's on the bone. That's the whole thing. When you cook chicken on the bone, it doesn't shrink as much. Plus, we got the flavor of the bone. All right? So we're gonna pre-sear them first. Then we got the onion in here. We're going to get some caramelization of the onion. For stock, friends, I have a roasted chicken stock. Roasted chicken stock. You don't have to use a roasted chicken stock. That's what I'm using. Okay? And all it is I roast the bones of chicken before I make the stock. Same recipe as a regular chicken stock, except I roast the bones. But you can have a regular chicken stock. You can use vegetables. No, you can't use vegetable stock. You're making a chicken dish. I was thinking of the vegan friends that I have, but they're not going to make this dish. They'll make a arroz con pollo without the pollo. All right, what else we got? Let's check this chicken right there to make sure I don't over. Oh, yeah, baby. You see right there? That's what I'm talking about right there, friends. We're starting to have some nice color. And I'm using regular butter, so what happened is It's a Maillard reaction, but it's also the milk protein in the butter that are burning. And, you know, I just realized I'm keeping my kitchen apron. Oh, I was wondering why I was so hot. I'm not so hot anymore now. Much better. That was my kitchen apron. You know, when I do the prep, I put a kitchen apron to protect my jacket so I look good for you guys. I forgot to take it out. All of a sudden, I'm like, man, I'm so hot. What is going on with me? I knew that was it. So I took the apron off. I feel better now. I got already one down. I got one down there. All right, what else do I got here, friends? You got the chicken deal already. We're not going to talk about the chicken no more. I got the onion right here, and I cut them. You know, can see they're not small. The onion is not very small dice because this is going to cook a good 45 minutes, eh? Peppers. You know what? They got those little peppers in. Oh, by the way, I was using the olive oil, garlic olive oil, to saute the onion. They got this little pepper in the store. So I just cut them in half again, get rid of all the seeds and cut them in half. And look, see, I got little pieces right there. You can get regular peppers, right? And that's a green pepper. They don't make them small like this. They don't make them. No, they don't grow them, right? And then I got garlic cloves. Let me make sure I keep an eye on my chicken now. I don't want it to brown too much. I mean, I like it to brown nice, though. This is going to give us a great deal of flavor, so. But then in a minute, I'm going to turn the heat off so I don't have to worry about it too much, eh? It's kind of easier to do it in two pots, in a fry pan and a pot. It's kind of easier, but you can do it in the same pot also, right? And then I got parsley, chopped parsley. I got paprika, and then I got a little cayenne pepper. I'm going to give it a little heat. And I got the herb de Provence. I know it doesn't go in the arroz con pollo, but we're making the arroz con pollo a la French. We're putting a little bit of herb de Provence in there. I got some stuffed olive with the peppers in there. It's kind of traditional to do. And I got garlic cloves, and I got a can of 28-ounce tomato. And check this bay leaf out. Check it out. Now, bay leaves, you know, people said, do you ever test it? You know, I got to be honest with you. 50 years in the kitchen, I can't tell you, oh, mamma mia, I forgot the bay leaf and I missed the dish. It's not true. You can't. I'm turning this off, so I don't have to worry about it no more. I can't say that. But I can tell you, though, that it gives it a je ne sais quoi. It's kind of neat to put it in here, but remember, always make sure you're cooking it. The bay leaves doesn't taste like anything if you put it in a cold thing, but if you put it on a hot, it gives it a nice flavor. All right? So, we got the onion caramelized right now. Where's my rice? Oh, I got 3 cups of long grain rice. I'm going to put a little more oil in here, a little more olive oil. Long grain rice. We're going to saute it just a little bit. You see now, let's keep an eye on the chicken, but I turned the heat off. So you see that looks beautiful, right? Like I say, you can use, always, I tell everybody, you don't like the dark meat? Use the breast. Use the breast. It'll be just fine. Bone-in breast of chicken is nothing wrong with this. Okay? You can use that too. All right? A little more pepper in here. A little more salt in here. And the reason why I'm putting salt in here, friend, is because my stock is homemade. My stock, right there, it's homemade stock. And since you make it yourself, you don't need to put salt. Matter of fact, you should never put salt in a homemade stock. Never, when you make a stock, you never put salt. Because you want to make sure then your stock is not salty already. So if you're using a product like, let's say, a soy sauce, or using any product like an oyster sauce or anything like that, it's got a lot of salt in it, and then you're using your stock, it's already got a lot of salt in it, then you're like, whoo, you're overdosing on the salt. So you never put salt in the homemade stock. You put salt in a dish you're going to cook, all right? Few cloves of garlic. They're small, so I'm putting quite a bit of it, right? And then we're going to put our paprika here. This is sweet paprika. And then we're going to put a little bit of cayenne. Be careful with the cayenne, okay? You want it in the background, not in the foreground. A little bit of mixed dry herbs. Measure those carefully. Don't worry about measuring, my friends. Don't worry about measuring, please. Okay? Certain case we need to measure a little bit, but don't worry too much about measuring. Put the can of tomato in there that I squeezed. right? And then, my friend, I'm gonna put my chicken stock, and I got 6 cups right there. And everything is really hot, right? If a child cannot do this, you need to bring him to me. I'll give him to my schools, my young chef school. Friends, take your chicken right there. Now, don't tell me you can't do this. This is really simple. All you got to do is just chop up a little bit of vegetables in advance, okay? The olive, we put them at the end. They don't need to cook. Bay leaf, we do it now. Look at this bay leaf, eh? How cool is that? I buy this in my Indian market. I got an Indian market in Fort Lauderdale. I think it's called the Little Market. And I buy it here. The lovely man here. And I buy my bay leaves there. Look at this. That's amazing. And they really taste delicious. All right, friends. We're going to nurture this a little bit to make sure it's good. At the end, we're going to put the olives and we're going to put this. And when the rice is cooked, the chicken will be perfectly cooked. And we're going to have arroz con pollo a la Jean-Pierre. Chicken with rice. Arroz con pollo. Rice with chicken. I'll be back in a few minutes when it's cooked. Pleasure to cook for you always. Okay, friends. Well, 30, 45 minutes, depends your stove, how fast you go on with it. But, 35 minutes should be enough. Well, you can see the rice soaked up, all that. And, I had forgot something again. I always forget something. I told you about the parsley, and I forgot to take out my cilantro. So I chopped up a little cilantro 20 minutes ago, and I just put it in here. You can put it in there if you want. You don't like cilantro, don't put it in there, right? And then we'll put the olives. The olives don't need to cook, so they go right in there. And you don't like the olives either? Don't put them in. Don't worry about it. This chicken and rice, however you want to make it at home. That's all it is. But you can see no more liquid. Usually they'll tell you the meat is cooked and the rice is cooked to perfection. It's really that simple. It's not a complicated dish to make, and that's the whole idea. I want to make sure that I do that, folks. I give you some nice, easy dish. And I'll, at home, I'll probably put this in a nice platter and organize it nice. I'll probably do this. And then you can chop up a little bit of cilantro extra if you like it. And if you don't like it, then don't put it in there. It's really that simple. And the rice is, as you can see, is cooked to perfection. In about 2 or 3 times in volume. It should just melt. Oh. It's very hot, but it should just melt. And the chicken, you see, you can actually put it with a fork. And so everything cooked at the same time. But it's very hot. I love it. A little extra flavor of the cilantro. It's fabulous. You can also use culantro if you can find it. But cilantro is fine. The peppers, you can taste all the flavors in there. It's a very flavorful dish. A little bit of cayenne pepper in the background, and that's where I like it. Excuse me. Have fun with it. It's a dish you can put whatever you want with it. You can add some sausage to it. I know it has nothing to do with arroz con pollo, but it doesn't matter. You can add some sausage. You can add a bunch of stuff to it and have fun with it. I hope you make it, my friends. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next couple of days with another fantastic videos. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Goodbye, everybody.